Hi, everyone, and we're back to the Neil Haley Show. And I just did Andrew's podcast, and now I'm going to pull up my take. Now it's over. We're going right to the same topic. Andrew does not believe. We're just going to say Andrew believes that certain jobs are being filled in other countries that come here. There are jobs right now that people are not qualified to
All
take.
right. That's your
And so I'm
opinion.
going to do a quick Google search of most demand jobs right now. Most in demand jobs right now. And let's see. So, what I'm saying is, if I was consulting my children right now, you want to get the best job possible and you don't want to be an entrepreneur, I recommend them all being entrepreneurs because they can create their own journey as an entrepreneur. They can. If they have the skills necessary, if they have the marketing skills necessary, if they have the sales skills necessary, they can create whatever system to create an income for themselves much better than the job market if they're choosing not to be the best educated people. Most in demand jobs right now and what they're paying in 2020, here they are: health, nursing assistant, construction worker. And so this is an interesting 15 in high demand over the next 5 years. Here it comes from let's go to the list. Home health aid worker. They say they earn up to 118,000.
That is a peanuts paying job. These people
118,000.
are in desperate situations who take that positions. They have a very
Okay.
difficult,
Nursing.
demanding life.
So
Those
exactly.
jobs
So
are the worst paying jobs you can
nursing
get.
assistant doesn't pay well. Construction worker, physical therapy, okay, these aren't paying well. I have to, Andrew, you're right. Medical technologist, truck driver, operations, financial advisor, health services administrator, registered nurse, web developer, physical therapist. But I want to go back to a higher thing. My thought is they're in demand, but come on now, you're right. Let's look at the ones earn up to 118. So let's go to jobs, difficult jobs to fill. That's my take. The most difficult jobs to fill that are high paying. And that's where I'm talking about. And the problem is,
Your
Andrew,
world of high paying jobs doesn't exist, Neil. I'm
difficult
afraid.
jobs.
There are mostly low paying jobs, and that's what people have to do. That's the reality. Not high paying, not making a lot of money, not so. If you think that Trump made billions by working for it, then you are naive, sir. Large amounts of money are not worked for, they are inherited or stolen. So most people, unfortunately, are stuck in low paying, low level jobs. That's the reality. That is the truth of our system. Low paying jobs that don't last, that are essentially per diem.
Okay,
Essentially, that
here's
is
the
the
perfect
truth.
here's a
That is the
perfect list.
truth of our system.
Top 25 highest paid occupations in 2019. Here we go. Number one, anesthesiologists make $267,000 a year.
Yeah, they do. How many
No,
people make that? If you're saying that that's the norm, of that people kind of
no.
money people,
But
it isn't
Andrew,
the
if
norm.
you
These
go
are
and work hard in
these
education,
are the lucky ones.
they're not lucky. They're the
They are
highest
the
trained.
most people are in an unfortunate economic situation
It's education that pays
where
you
they
for an
are struggling.
Andrew. And it's education that pays you for an anesthesiologist, Andrew. Education pays.
Neil, the
If
reality
you
of
can
the
take
world is
on
that most, if you look at the entire world, you see people in dire poverty, you see them struggling,
agree.
you
But
see them
so you're
trying to
looking at a
survive.
socialistic
That is the
society.
reality of any
Okay.
system
But if you want
everywhere.
to, but anyone, if they take the best courses possible, if they educate themselves, that's why we're outsourcing these to other countries because
You're
people don't
outsourcing them
want to.
because it's cheap labor and no
They're paying them,
benefits. That's why
but they
we're
come here and it's
outsourcing them, because it's
260,000
cheap. Because
surgeon.
corporate
Number two,
America doesn't want to pay as much as little. They want to pay as little as they
Andrew.
can.
All right,
That is their ethics.
number two surgeon.
That is their ethics. Their ethics are
All right,
non-existent.
Andrew. Number two surgeon. Number 3, oral maxillofacial surgeon, 237 to
You're
242.
talking about
Obstetrician,
the
208,
exceptional
233.
paying people. These jobs,
So you're telling me,
most
but
people get
why?
jobs paying
Why?
zero. They're
Why,
working
Andrew?
in
Why can't
stores.
they?
They're cleaning floors.
Okay, so Andrew,
They're driving a
why
taxi,
are they in
maybe.
that
That is the
position?
reality of what people are
So
doing. Those
Andrew,
are the real people
Andrew,
that are
what?
struggling in this world.
So why are they in this position?
Why?
Yeah,
Because that is the world. The world consists of a few people doing very well
it's
who
because
are
there's only a few
luckier than
hard
others,
worker. Now
and
see,
most people are struggling to survive.
but see,
That is the
that's
reality. If you don't
the
think that's the reality, then you better open your eyes, sir.
no, it's the hard work. It's going and working
Oh
hard
yes,
in
you
school.
hard work and you make $1 million. Yeah,
No, no, not a million.
that is
I'm just giving you
bullshit,
an
Neil, and you
example.
know it.
I see. I'm
It's a
giving.
lie, and if you believe that kind of lie, then you need to have your head examined.
Okay, so if we're talking about those people in the certain working jobs that you're bringing up, they have not
That
chosen.
most people fill the jobs that are low paying and difficult, and that's the best they can do.
Let me just keep going. So he said about oral maxillofacial surgeons. We talked about obstetrician,
Surgeons, oh yes. And what
orthodontist,
about the janitors and cleaners? You see those
prosthodontist,
people all over the place. Why aren't they
psychiatrist,
surgeons?
220,
Why aren't they surgeons? You tell me.
family
Why
general
isn't that
practice
janitor a
physicians
surgeon?
213, physicians 203, internalists 201, chief executives 193,
Okay, I can't respond
pediatricians
to this.
184,
That's not my world. My
nurse
world is where people are struggling.
dentists
That is
178,
my world where
pilots
people are
174.
struggling to survive.
Okay,
That
the
is the
petroleum
world.
engineer
That is Africa. That is the
156,
Middle East. That is China. That is the reality of the
information
entire
systems
world.
manager
You better take a look at what
156,
people go through.
agricultural and engineer managers 152, marketing managers 149,000, financial managers 147,
You think that's the world? I think it's a
attorneys
lie.
145,
I think you are buying into a lie.
sales managers,
I
compensation.
don't
As
know
it
what to
keeps
say.
going.
You look around you and you see what people are doing. They're not making 200,000.
Okay, but
They're making
how do we create those?
5,000.
How do we create those jobs, Andrew? If people are not willing to work hard in education to get there, so you're telling me the
So
people that work the hardest.
you're adopting the view that people are to be blamed because they don't make $200,000 a year, that they are mistaken and fools and dumb. Okay, I don't think so.
No, I wouldn't say that at all. But if you look at people that are in the most wealthy neighborhoods or the best socioeconomic school districts in the world, in the United States, it's all about the work ethic. They worked very hard
No,
for what they
it's
did.
about that their situation was more fortunate in their
Disagree.
family or in their situation. That's the reality. They didn't get there by working. You can forget that.
Let's work hard. They worked hard.
Oh yeah, by working hard. That is the American mythological explosion. You work hard, you make a lot of money. Not so. That
So when
hasn't
you're
been
talking
so
about the
since hasn't been
outsourcing jobs,
those kind of ideas you have are only valid until about 1865. And since then they haven't been true.
I disagree. Hard work
Okay.
does that. But what
Hard
so
work, yeah, hard work, you get a lot of money.
so you could train
That is
certain
not the
people.
reality of the world anymore, Neil. It doesn't work that way.
I don't agree.
Okay, and you'll have to look at the people who are struggling and struggling and
They're
struggling,
struggling. They're
maybe
struggling
dying because of
because
their inadequate
they didn't
basis
get
for
the proper
survival.
education because of our education system. They didn't see that the specific education system. If I brought up, let's say, software engineers, jobs that people are looking for that are really well paid. I'll have to get to that list another time, Andrew. But of
I'm
those,
glad you think the world consists of people in well-paying jobs making a lot of money.
no, it's
Not
very
so.
few.
Nobody is here in this world is working and making a lot of money. It isn't true.
It
There are
isn't.
other factors,
But that
and
means the
you'd better
survival.
adjust to those other factors,
Capitalism
or
is the
take off your
survival of the
rose-colored
fittest.
glasses, Neil,
Andrew,
and take a
Andrew,
look at the world as it is.
survival of fittest, Andrew, is how the society. It's a
And I don't.
very one out of 10
I'm not a
people.
proponent of Darwin. I'm a
Okay,
proponent of
so
Jesus.
you are a
No, I do
proponent.
not think. I do not agree with survival of the fittest. That's Darwinism. It's abortion. It's getting rid of disabled people. It's getting rid of
No,
people
absolutely not.
that
But
you
so
perceive
how
as
do you create a
non-contributors and stupid
society
people.
if
I don't agree
America
with it.
is
I'm not a proponent of Darwin and his theories. I'm a proponent of Christ and his love. Sorry.
so how do you create that? The only way is Jesus wants us to work the very hardest, and if we're not working hard, he's not happy. and hard work pays off. And
Jesus
success,
doesn't ever mention anything about work. He does talk about other things, but not that.
oh, truly about
And he does say it's harder for a rich man to go into the camel to go through an eye of a needle and for a rich
offer
man to
our
enter
work
into
is
heaven. He
offering our
he
work is
objects to
sacrifice.
materialism. He objects specifically to
I
materialism as a measurement.
you're
I
not
do too. I don't measure people by their wealth. I detest
but
that measurement. I don't agree
so
with
did
it.
you don't
I think
detest
it's
see,
horrible.
but it's work, the work ethic, the hard work of offering our work
You
to
are
God.
buying into a myth that has not been around since 1865. Sorry.
Disagree. You can look
Okay,
at it
that's fine.
specifically
I think we
enough and
better end this
study
show now.
best school and all that stuff, Andrew. Do the
The
research.
American myth is gone. It's gone forever. It's
Okay.
gone and it'll never come back. It
Shackinshow.com
will
if you
never,
agree.
it will never return.
Shackinshow.com if you agree or disagree with Andrew. Check him out, all different social media platforms, but it's something to look at further, Andrew. So again, you're listening to Neil Haley
I
Show.
just,
We'll be back
well, I
in
told you
just a
my
moment.
views and I